Hi, I'm Jim and welcome to my show, Fishing Tips and Tricks with Jim. Today, people always ask me about size and does size matter? So what I have here is I have three different size lures. I have these are all doorknob lures. This is a 13.5-inch one, this is a 9.5-inch one, and then this is a 6-inch one. So a lot of people are asking why with the same lure would you have different sizes? So the smaller lure you would use for smaller fish, like your smaller Dorado and tuna and bonita and that sort of thing. However, the big tuna and marlin will surprisingly will hit the smaller lures. So then you have the medium-sized lures like this one, and then you have the big ones. So what you want to do is you want to think about it. If you want to just shoot for home runs, then I would rig out 4 of these on behind the boat for the big ones. And then I'm not going to, the trouble is the smaller Dorado will come up, or the tuna will come up and they'll try to hit it and then they can't reach it. Or with these big hooks, they're not going to get a hook set on them and you're not going to get them. But a lot of people think that having the bigger hooks or bigger fish, or the smaller fish running around chasing after these big lures will drive the big fish crazy and they'll go after it. So if you just want to shoot for home runs and you don't want a lot of action, then you want to just troll the big lures. If you want, if you don't mind putting up with getting the Dorado, smaller size Dorado, and the smaller size bonita and tuna, then you'd want to use the medium size lures, and then the baby lures, which is about the 6-inchers. Now you will catch big tuna and marlin on it. The only problem you have is with using the smaller hooks sizes, it's really hard to land the big fish on the smaller lines, baits, lures, but they will hit them. So I hope that explains where size matters and the advantages and disadvantages. So if you just want singles, then I would use, you don't mind catching the smaller fish, you want a lot of action, then I would use this one, this size. This is especially good if you like having a lot of little kids or people that have never fished before that don't have a lot of patience. Then I would troll the smaller ones. Now what I like to do is mix it up. So I'll put these 2 bigger ones like this closer to the back of the boat, off the transom. Then I would run these the medium-sized ones and the smaller ones further back on the outside outriggers of the boat, and that way you kind of spread it up, and then you'll get a bit of action with the smaller fish, and then you'll still hit the home runs trying to catch the big 200-pound marlin. So I hope that explains size. So now you're fishing. All right, thanks a lot. I look forward to seeing you next week.